This video is going to show you how to adjust the damper on an HVL to where it closes during periods of non-operation. So all we need is standard small wire snips and a Phillips head screwdriver, and we can actually adjust this from the inside very easily. First thing you're going to want to do is turn that on and then go shut off the breaker, ensuring that all of it is off, the light, the heat, and the vent. Alright, so the light is off. I'm going to check all the switches just to be safe. Okay, everything's inoperable, so I'm going to go ahead and access the damper next. I'll show you how to take it apart to get to it. The first thing we're going to do is pop this plastic globe off. Set that out of our way. And we're going to unscrew the bulb to access the screw that holds the light fixture piece in. It actually pulls everything up to the ceiling. This nut right here will basically disassemble the whole cover end light box. We'll take that off. Alright, so what we have here is the heater right here, and I'm not concerned about that. All I'm concerned about is the vent fan. We got to get this out to have access to the damper. I'm going to go ahead and unplug this light fixture, get that out of my way. Next thing we're going to do is unplug this and this Phillips screw right here. Take that out. So I've got the little hex screw out with the Phillips head, and I'm holding on to this fan. You want to make sure you're holding on to it with your other hand while you're taking that little short screw out, or else it'll fall out on you. So I'm just going to go ahead and lower it down, and then you've got two tabs on that end that slide out. Now that I have access to the damper, the first thing I want to do is make sure that it's not installed upside down or missing entirely. If it's missing entirely, of course you can replace it from down here. If it's upside down, you actually have to get in the attic and reverse the box. So you just turn that 180 degrees, flip it over. You'll know that it's in the proper position if the counterweight is facing up like this and free pivoting back and forth. That's actually a proper installation. They're designed to stay halfway open, but that causes problems occasionally in our climate zone. So what we're going to do is make a slight adjustment to where this thing will actually close to about 95% when it's inoperable. And then it'll open fully whenever you turn it on, like it does currently. So all we're going to do is get our wire snips, and we're going to cut this cylinder tab off, the round piece, as close as we can to the damper. Cut the whole thing off. And then we're going to trim the corners of these two little fins here. And all we're doing is taking weight off of this. This is just a counterweight. We're just going to take some weight off of it. That way it'll fall into the closed position. Alright. Now if you look at this damper, it fluctuates, but for the most part, it stays closed. It's a whole lot better than the half open position that we were at previously. And it'll allow it to completely open whenever the fan kicks on. So to disassemble our standard vent lights, just unplug this and pop this tab up. Pops out the same way. So I've got everything back together, got the breaker on. Just gonna check everything, make sure there's no rattling or loud noise and that everything works properly. Make sure my cover's centered and square. So. Our heater. Our vent's fine though. No loud noises, no rattling. It sounds the same as it did before. Except now that damper's going to stay closed when it's not running.